YouTube, Smooth the Trucker. How's it going, you guys? We're out here in the city of Industry Yard in Southern California. It was a good week this week. Went to North Carolina, to Kansas City, Missouri, to back here at the Industry Poundex Yard. Got some trucks out here. So we got some bobtails around here. Everyone's going home. Got a FedEx van over here. So it's been about 7-8 months working for FedEx Ground now as a CDL big rig team driver for FedEx Ground. And it's been going real good, you guys, updating you guys on how it's going. I wanted to make a video about team driving today and 3 tips for team drivers. Got a lot of questions from people saying, you know, it's tough being a team driver because you got to have the right partner. You know, you're hitting potholes, and a lot of people, it's tough. It's a very tough gig to be a team driver because there's just a lot of stuff that goes into it. So I wanted to give you guys 3 tips for team driving for FedEx Ground that might help you guys out when you're out here on the road. So the first tip is you want to have the right partner that you're team driving with. Having the right partner is everything when you're out here team driving, because there's a lot of guys, honestly. You know, I've had, 3 partners so far with FedEx Ground. The first partner was, he's pretty good. The second partner wasn't, so-so. And now I have a great partner now. We both want to get a bunch of miles. We try to shoot for 6,000 miles plus every week, and make sure we make our money out here. But, the guy I had before, he was a good driver, but, his goal, he only wanted to get about 4,000 miles a week. So it really limited us on our supply of, how many miles we could be getting, because, he just wasn't motivated to get out there and get on the hustle, get on the grind. And you need someone that you get along with too when you're out here on the road. You want someone that you get along with, someone that, you're compatible with, and someone who, you're not going to get in arguments and fights with all the time. Someone who's, somewhat easygoing, when you're not going to have a toxic relationship. You don't really want to be picking fights with your teammate when you're out here on the road, because it's just you and, him or whoever it is that you're with for the whole entire week. So if you guys are hostile towards each other, it's going to reflect on your happiness, and it's just not going to be a good, solid environment. You're going to want to get out of that. So having a good teammate is very, very important. Number 2, I would say, is sleep. You're trying to get enough sleep when you're out here on the road. Especially this current job for FedEx Ground, sleep is very, very, very important. It's something that I honestly struggled with when I first started here about 7-8 months ago. Just because my body wasn't used to sleeping when the truck was moving. It'd be hitting potholes sometimes, and it's tough to get enough sleep. I'd say when I first started here about 7-8 months ago, I was only averaging about, maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep every night, and then I had to get in the truck and drive 11 hours after only getting 2-3 hours of sleep. So it was very, very tough. It was tough dealing with that schedule. So what's really ended up helping me, though, is just kind of relaxing your mind, and you almost got to like train your mind to be tired almost, and you're naturally going to be tired after about 11 hours of driving. I'm ready to go back and crash after 11 hours of driving. I'm ready to go back, hit the sack, crash, and get some sleep. And I've been getting a lot more sleep lately. I'm probably getting at least over 6 hours of sleep every time before we switch out now. So I'm chilling now. I'm not struggling with sleep like I was, in the beginning. So that's something you're just going to get better with time. When you're out here team driving, your body will naturally become a heavier sleeper after a while. So don't worry about, if you can't sleep right away. If you keep on the grind, stay out here for 6+ months, I guarantee you're going to become more comfortable sleeping in a moving truck. Your body's just going to get used to it. It's going to be a necessity that your body needs to get sleep, and your body's going to naturally train and just be ready to get, be able to sleep even when you're hitting potholes. And it even goes for the driver too. I've learned a lot of driving tricks. So, when you're the driver and your teammate is in the back trying to get sleep, you want to make it as convenient as them as possible to get enough sleep. So there's little tricks. You want to try to miss a lot of the potholes. For example, there's a real bad route on the I-40 near Arizona. A lot of you guys that are drivers, you probably know how bad the potholes are over there. And but if you ride on the right-hand lane and just kind of hug the line for that, 35-mile stretch where the potholes are super bad, you learn to kind of realize where the different roads are on the interstate and like what side of the freeway to be on to miss about 90% of the potholes. That's something that I've been working on lately to try to give my teammate more sleep in the back, just try to miss more potholes so it's more convenient for them and they're not, bouncing 6 inches off the bed when you're hitting a pothole and waking them up every 5 minutes. You want to make sure, making it as easy on your teammate to get the proper adequate sleep that they need to drive as possible. That's very, very important. And I would say the number 3 biggest thing, tip out here for team driving guys, is you're going to be making really good money when you're out here driving team for FedEx Ground. We're still averaging really good money. It's about 7-8 months now working here for FedEx Ground. And, consistently I've been getting, $1,300-1,500 take home a week. That's averaging just 5 days out, 2 days home every week. $1,300 to $1,500 take home net per week. Gross, it's around 2,000 gross per week. So you're going to be making good money, and you really want to set a budget and have a good track on your finances when you're out here team driving. It's one of the most important things, and set goals for yourself too. Like for me, I've saved up a lot of money since I started here for the last 7-8 months. Probably I'm getting ready to look into a property pretty soon. I'm trying to get pre-approved for a lender currently, so I'm going to keep you guys updated with that, just my financial goals that I'm working towards. But you're making good enough money out here where if you're frugal, you're living a frugal lifestyle, you can totally afford to go buy a property. Even here in Southern California where things are super ridiculously expensive, you can get that 20% down payment on, a $450,000, $500,000 property, and qualify it easily. I actually got pre-approved by a lender. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'll talk more about that on a different video, but you're making good enough money where you can afford to buy a house out here if you guys are frugal and you guys are wise with your money and you're able to, set a budget and stick to your goals and, open up good investments, get involved with, the stock market, maybe open up some mutual funds, start a Roth IRA, do whatever it takes to set yourself up for a really good financial position, because you really want to capitalize on you making good money out here and setting good financial goals for yourself. Don't spend, I know not everyone's in my situation where, you're not a young single guy. Maybe you have like a family you have to support, or a wife and a couple kids you got to take care of. So, you're not going to be able to save, 80% plus of your income, like I do. And a lot of other, I'm sure some other single guys maybe try to shoot for that too. But, if you could save maybe 50% of your income, it's really going to set you up for a really wise financial position in the future. So that would be one of my biggest tips for you guys, is making sure you have the right teammate, making sure you get adequate sleep when you're out here on the road, and making sure you make good, wise financial decisions and really set goals for yourself when you're out here on the road. Honestly, those are probably the 3 biggest tips I can think of working here for FedEx Ground as a CDL big rig truck driver for these past, pretty much almost 8 months now I've been here with FedEx Ground. Things are going real well, you guys. Just got back. It's Saturday. I'm going to take Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Got a 3-day weekend this week, so I'm stoked about that. Got some waves, so I'm probably going down to the beach and catch some surf. But yeah, even though you work a lot, I work, when you're out here driving a team for FedEx Ground, you're working 80, 100 hours a week. It's nice having a couple days off where you can take some time to yourself, have a little bit of a social life, and get a couple days off per week. It really benefits, and it makes life that much better when you're out here on the road. So that's all I got for this stream, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. If you guys are looking for a good position that pays well, FedEx Ground is hiring. It's based off of contractors. My contractor is still looking for drivers, so if you guys are interested in a teaming position for FedEx Ground, He said with 6 months experience, you could get in. OTR, driving experience. You got to have your doubles endorsement. So if you guys are interested, comment down below. I'll give you my contractor's name, especially if you're in the Southern California area. It's a good gig, you guys, good pay. Don't mind team driving. You can come out here and make a lot of money and still get 2 days off per week. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. That's all I got for this video. Smooth the Trucker, out for now. You.